Why, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Truly Odd podcast, where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I am your host, Joe Garcia. Now, before we get started, I do have a bit of a throat issue going on today, so I might be drinking water or sounding funny, so my apologies for that. But that being said, guys, let's go ahead and grab our controllers, get our popcorn, and dive right on into these topics now, shall we? Starting with our first topic of the day, and our first game news topic of the day is Sony declares the PS5 era the most profitable yet, surpassing $136 billion in sales. Let's go ahead and take a look here and dive more deeply into these details. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this was announced here at the Tokyo Game Show. Let me go ahead and pull up this image for you guys, kind of declaring how they were doing. So it looks like back on the original PlayStation, they made 24 billion. PlayStation 2 was 44 billion. PlayStation 3 was 71 billion. PS4 was 107 billion, and the PS5 is at 136 billion dollars. That's what you like to see, projections going up like that. Now, mind you, adjusted for inflation, these numbers might be a little different, but there's a lot going on when adjusting for inflation because the pricing of things are less and people are making money. So there's a lot of different calculations that could happen when adjusting for inflation. But that being said, let's go ahead and break down the details for you guys. Sony Games and Network Services division has generated $136 billion since the PS5 in 2020, outpacing all previous console generations, including the PS4 at 107 billion. CEO, forgive me, I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong. Hideki Nashino emphasizes the PlayStation evolution into a creator-player ecosystem, spotlighting the PlayStation Store's growth and raising global demand for Japanese games. While the PS5 unit sales trail behind the PS4's lifetime numbers, Sony is reportedly exploring a PS6 handheld alongside a next generation console, with plans to personalize user experience and expand live service content. So, there's a lot going on here with PlayStation and Sony, but they have been doing gangbusters numbers for their game. And here are a lot of the games that were released for them. We got the Spider-Man games, God of War, The Last of Us, and they've been milking The Last of Us for quite some time, guys, if you ask me. But they've been just doing very successful. All these games have done contributed and done well for Sony, and I'm sure that they're excited as a studio. Now, mind you, I don't think these numbers necessarily actually just generate for the or involving the game sales themselves. I think these are just Sony numbers for the consoles, for the units, for the PlayStation Plus, for in-game or for probably purchases on PlayStation and stuff like that. So I don't think these are numbers regarding like God of War sales, Resident Evil sales, and things of that sort. I could be wrong about that, but let me know what you guys think about these numbers. And mind you, adjusted for inflation, we might be seeing different outcomes, but that's not a really good metric to measure numbers necessarily. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, guys. That being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is regarding the Xbox Rogue Ally pricing has been revealed, and the pre-orders are now live. If you guys are interested in checking that out, let's go ahead and take a look here. This comes to us from Game Informer. There is a trailer here if you guys would like to watch it. Now, mind you, YouTube, bit of a bitch. I'm sure I've told you guys this millions of times, so I'm going to just play it and I'll read to you guys the details. The Xbox Rogue Ally handheld PC launches on October 16th with two configurations: a 512 gigabyte model for $600. I'm rounding up here; it's $599.99. I'm just gonna round up, and a 1 terabyte Rogue Ally X for $1,000. Both are now available for pre-order in 38 countries. Built on the Windows 11, the device runs Xbox games, Xbox Games Pass, uh, natively, while also supporting platforms like Steam, Battle.net, and GOG, positioning it as a uh, versatile competitor for the Steam Deck. The reveal follows Microsoft's recent console price increase, raising questions about customer appetite amid rising hardware cost as the uh, holiday season approaches. So yeah, guys, there's just a lot going on regarding a lot of the information for these games and for console prices going up. It's a hard time to be a gamer. Oh, wait, I thought this image expanded last time I clicked on it. I guess it's not, but here are some of the details. If you guys are interested in checking it out, I'll have everything in the description down below if you guys are interested in seeing it for yourself. But I think this is awesome for anyone interested in playing Xbox Game Pass. I would be interested in buying one of these, if only just to play some 360 games that I used to play back in the day. But as far as new games coming out, there just makes no sense. They're going to be on the PlayStation now. Xbox is no longer probably going to be doing exclusives, so I really don't see myself needing this at any point or anytime soon. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. And which model would you be getting? Would you be getting the $600 model or the $1,000 model? What you guys think? All right, guys. Oh, I kind of teased that one already. Anyways, that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is regarding the Battlefield 6 campaign has been confirmed to feature just 9 missions, sparking mixed reactions ahead of its launch. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this article from Game Rant. So if you guys haven't seen the trailer is pretty good and it looks very exciting, but it looks like we have some players have some early reviews here from this article and some extra details. So here are the 9 missions listed right here if you're interested in knowing what those are, but I'll go ahead to read you guys what's going on here. Not the EA. EA revealed that Battlefield 6 single player campaign includes only 9 missions spanning 3 continents and estimated to last at least 4 to 6 hours, making it one of the shortest in franchise history. Early hands on impressions of gameplay footage have drawn criticisms for rough visuals, weak NPC behavior, and uninspired mission design, with some calling it terrible design. Despite campaign concerns, the Battlefield beta broke franchise records, and DICE leadership has pledged to make Battlefield 6 a return to form, aligning more closely with Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Ah, man, it's kind of sad to hear that the missions are so short and that they're having issues with the campaign. Now, I understand why this makes sense. The bread and butter for games like this, including Battlefield, Call of Duty, are the multiplayer because that's what's going to keep people engaged. That's what's going to keep people coming back. But it's sad to see that the campaign has just been kind of neglected when it comes to either QA or further development. We're going to have to see what ends up happening. We still have a couple days here before the game is launched. I guarantee you all the discs versions are ready to go, but we are probably going to have a patch on opening day for just general fixes. Probably, let's see, if the game locks on October 10th, they'll have their patch submitted on the 8th or the 7th. Probably the 8th. If they're really cutting it close, it'll be the 9th, but they'll push that patch to any console you download it on. And hopefully, a lot of those patches have to do with the campaign, seeing that some players are worried about how the campaign's turning out. But we'll have to wait and see what happens when we all purchase the game. I was just sad to hear this happen. I was really looking forward to the campaign, and now this kind of, while the trailer got me excited, this information kind of got my excitement levels a little bit mellowed. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you sad that this is just a 9 mission campaign and you're only going to be playing it for 4 to 6 hours? Were you looking for something better, or what were you guys thinking? Let me know. All right, guys, all that being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is regarding Doug Bowser. And yes, that is his name. He is now going to be retiring from Nintendo of America as president, and Devon Pritchard, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, is going to be named his successor. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This is Bowser. We also had him in our opening image right here pointing at Bowser. And this is the lady on the bottom that's going to be taking over his role, just in case you guys are curious. Oh, here we go. We got the images right here. I forgot about that. Anyways, Doug Bowser will retire as Nintendo of America's president and COO on December 31st, 2025, with longtime executive Devon Pritchard stepping into the role after leading sales, marketing, and communication since 2021. Bowser tenure, included a tail end on the Switch era, expanding into film and theme parks, and early rollouts of the Nintendo Switch 2, building on the foundations led by his predecessor, Raji. Oh my god, I can never pronounce his name right. Raji Philhami. Oh God, I'm butchering his name, but the previous guy. Anyways, Pritchard aims to deepen fans' engagement and global reach, while Staras Sabihata joins as CEO of Nintendo of America, reinforcing the company's commitment to innovation and Japanese content leadership. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think of him retiring? I think his tenure has been phenomenal. He's done a great job with Nintendo. You know, coming in the middle of the Switch campaign and then taking over, leading them to where they are today. They have a Mario movie that's been very successful. So I think congratulations to him. Well deserved retirement, and I'd be interesting to see how the new person takes over, what they lead to Nintendo to being. Now, mind you, they put her in a successful spot, so hopefully she doesn't butcher it. Kind of like what's that guy's name? Dave or Bob Chapek did with Disney. He kind of put them in a bad state. But seeing as she's been with the company for quite some time and she's been kind of really close and hands on, probably working closely with this gentleman, I think they're going to be very successful. So it's very nice to see, you know, generations moving forward, console generations moving forward, and I'm very curious what they're going to end up doing next. So congratulations to him for his retirement, and I hope he enjoys all the time on the beaches, and I'm sure he has lots of money to enjoy all that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you sad to see him retired and go, or are you excited to see a new era for the Nintendo consoles or the Nintendo company? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, guys, all that being said, go ahead and move on to our last game news topic of the day. And our last game news topic of the day is we're going to talk about everything announced during the Xbox Tokyo Game Show broadcast. Now, mind you, there are a lot of trailers, a lot of things, so we can't really cover everything. That's going to take a whole day to just do that itself. But let's go ahead and take a look here. If any of these things you guys are interested in, it looks like we got further details on 007 First Light. We also got Age of Mythology Retold Heavenly Spire announced. If you guys want to check out these trailers, again, I'll have this in the description down below if you guys want to see this for yourself. Animo, I hope that's how you pronounce that. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I believe this one showed the Tokyo map, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we got the Tokyo map reveal here. Double Dragon reveal. Dragon Age Quest. Fatal Fame. What else we got? We got the Forza Horizon 6, which is going to be taking place in Tokyo as well. We got I think this is a remake of the Gungrave game. Yeah, Unreal Engine 5 remake for the Gungrave game. Let's see. This one was interesting. Hitman World of Assassins, but we're going to have I guess a Bruce Lee update. I'm not really sure how this one panned out. I have to rewatch this. I seen it earlier, but there was just so much news to cover and so many things I kind of forgot it. So I'll have to rewatch that one later. Hotel Brockelon. Jesus, I need to learn how to read properly. It's not. I know how to read. I'm just dyslexic, so forgive me. Anyways, Microsoft Flight Simulator, which has also been showcased on the PlayStation Play. Misfit Falls, which looks pretty freaking interesting. That art style is really fun and entertaining, at least in my opinion. Monster Hunter Stories, Ninja Gaiden 4, which looks absolutely freaking phenomenal if you ask me. Project Evil Bane. What else we got? Rhythm Doctor, Romance Sage 2, Star Sand Island. Let's see. Sunstrike 5, Cromwell Bridge. Which one? I feel like I'm missing one here. Where is that? Is it this one? Hold on. I'm going to press play just to see if this is the one that I was thinking it was. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So I'm not sure if this is what the final title will be or if this is just the project title, if it's subject to change. But this one just looks wild and fun and really, really interesting. Now, mind you, right here it says the second half of 2026 for Xbox PC and Xbox Series X and X, but I have a feeling that these games will possibly be put on the PlayStation. Seeing that we're seeing Xbox games come to the PlayStation, I can't imagine them making games exclusive at this point. But we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening. And the only reason I didn't showcase this one as far as the state of play is because this is from the Tokyo Showcase. Once they have their own Xbox state of play thing, I forget what they call it, we'll cover it more frequently because these games are probably going to be on all consoles and not just Xbox. But let me know what you guys think. Which game of the on this list interests you the most, and which game are you guys looking forward to? Me, it's probably 007, of course, the Project one I just showed you, and what was the other one? And I'm very interested in this Hitman World of Assassins when it comes to the Bruce Lee aspect. I'm very curious how that's going to pan out. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Which game are you looking forward to the most from the Xbox Tokyo Game Show Showcase? All right, guys, and that does it for our video games news topics of the day. We're going to go ahead and move on to our movie news topics. And our first movie news topic is regarding Leonardo DiCaprio. One battle after another eyes a $25 million opening amid Warner Brothers' hot streak. Let's go ahead and take a look here at these details from this article. Paul Thomas Anderson epic thriller starring Leonardo DiCaprio opens to 3.1 million on Thursday previews, aiming for a 20 to 25 million dollar weekend against a 130 million dollar budget. Despite rave reviews and strong uh, ensemble cast, the film must overcome steep financial expectations, needing 300 million globally to break even. That's an estimate, by the way. Far from Anderson's previous box office heights. Uh, Let me see real quick. I lost my place. Competing releases include Universal's Gabby's Dollhouse, projected to open to 12 to 15 million, and Lionsgate's Strangers Chapter 2, which is projected to open to 6 to 8 million. While Warner Brothers hopes to extend its streak of 7 consecutive $40 million plus openings. I think this will probably break that streak, sad to say. And I don't think the problem is the movie itself. I think the problem is the marketing for this movie just hasn't grasped people. It hasn't grasped me. I've seen all the trailers, and just nothing from the trailers and nothing from it really interests me or grabs me the most. The only thing that interests me is possibly the acting. And as far as the budget, I don't think they're concerned when it comes to movies like this. This is more. I believe this one's going to be submitted for a Best Picture nomination, so that'll probably get its numbers up at some point. Not sure how the movie turns out because I haven't seen it for myself, but I guarantee you they're hoping to get some Oscar nominations and Oscar push for this film, which will bring up the 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 marketing almost for the film. But I think the marketing for this film has been absolutely dog shit, horrible, and they're probably going to break the $40 million streak. And that sucks to be the film to break that streak when Warner Brothers has had such a successful year. Let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in seeing one battle after another? And what do you think about this being the film to possibly break the $40 million streak that Warner Brothers has had? Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, that being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic of the day. And our next movie news topic of the day is regarding, I'm going to pronounce her name horribly wrong, but Yara Shahad, joins Jason Statham in the Beekeeper 2, directed by Timo Tjahjanto. Oh God, I'm butchering that guy's fucking name. My apologies, sir. But this is the first I'm hearing about a different director, so they've got multiple news topics for me in here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Shahidi will co-star alongside Jason Statham and Jeremy Irons in The Beekeeper 2, with production beginning this fall under Amazon MGM Studios and Miramax. Timo Tjahjanto, God, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name right, the director of Nobody 2 and The Night Comes From Us, takes over directing duties from David Ayers, working on a script by returning writer Kurt Wilmer to expand the film's covering beekeeping universe. Convert. Anyways, the original Beekeeper grossed 162 million globally. Statham, who also produced, previously teased the rich mythology, ripping from exploration. Right for exploration in future installments. My fault, guys. But the sad news here is I was hoping that the director would return. David Ayer is a great director, and I think he makes phenomenal films. And it's kind of sad to see him not returning to this film, even though it's going to be taken over by Nobody 2 director. And I've heard good things about Nobody 2. I haven't had a chance to go see it for myself, and I've also heard good things about The Night Comes for Us. But I think it's sad to see that David Ayer didn't return. I feel like he did phenomenal in the first movie. It was a very simple story. They really expanded on everything, and I'd just be interested to see what he would do with a sequel. So it's sad to see him not return for this. And I think as far as Yara Shahidi, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. It's never a mistake to add talent. She's very talented, so I think it's a great thing to add her to the cast. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, guys. That being said, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic. Hold on, let me take a drink real quick. I'm running out. I better make this last. Anyways, go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic of the day. And the next movie news topic is the Social Network follow up is set for a 2026 release date and officially titled The Social Reckoning, which is an interesting title for, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and take a look here. It looks like here's our main cast. The Social Reckoning, written and directed by Aaron Sorkin, is a companion to The Social Network and will hit theaters on October 9th, 2026, with Jeremy Strong portraying Mark Zuckerberg. The film centers around Francis Hagen, played by Mickey Madison, and journalist Jeff Hurwitz, played by Jeremy Allen White, as they explore Facebook's internal practices through a real-life Facebook file investigation. Joining Strong, Madison, and Jeremy Allen White are Bill Burr and Regina Hall, with story tackling misinformation, teen mental health, and ethical reckonings for social media global influence. So, what do you guys think about this? I think this is very interesting. I was hoping they would get the damn it, what was his name? The guy from Social Network that played him. He was Lex Luthor. Damn it, I can't remember his name. He's in the. Damn it, it's gonna bother me. Let me look it up. The Social Network. What's his name? Jesse Eisenberg. I was hoping they'd get Jesse Eisenberg back because I mean he's kind of aged into the role. He looks older, but I guess they're just going for a different kind of look, different kind of feel for this movie. But the cast looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the addition of Bill Burr. I think he did phenomenal in The Mandalorian, and I think he's done good in some of the movies that he's been in. So I'm very curious who he's going to be ended up playing for the film, and I hope he brings some of his comedic chops to the role. As far as Aaron Sorkin, if he feels it's a story to be told, he's a great and phenomenal director, and this cast is just looking absolutely phenomenal. Got a lot of great people here taking over, but let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in seeing The Social Reckoning? For me, I am interested. This looks to be a bit Oscar baity, and I'm very curious how this story is going to end up turning out, especially compared to the first movie. Now, that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic of the day. And our next movie news topic is regarding Jerry Bruckheimer hints at another F1 movie, Top Gun 3, and a new Pirates of the Caribbean film. Let's go ahead and take a look here. He is being interviewed here. So if you guys are interested, it is about a 21-minute interview. If you guys want to check it out for yourself, this article will be in the description down below. There's a lot of details and a lot of things that were discussed as far as his career, upcoming films, and projects. But I want to break down to you some of the details that he provided here in this interview. Now, mind you, he didn't get too into detail on what he wants to do with F1, Top Gun 3, and the new Pirates of the Caribbean. This is more about his career and his life. But let's go ahead and take a look. Bruckheimer confirms development is underway for potential follows for F1 the movie, Top Gun 3, and the new Pirates of the Caribbean installment amongst 30 active projects he's working on. He praised director Joseph Krasinski and Apple for pioneering camera techniques on F1, which grossed over 624 million worldwide, and credited stars Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, which is the other gentleman in F1, for immersive and high-speed performances. Reflecting on his decades-long career, Bruckheimer emphasizes storytelling over profits, saying the the goal remains to move people and create cinematic experiences worthy of leaving home for. So, all that being said, guys, the exciting news here is regarding the F1 sequel, which we have talked about in the past. The director was talking about possibly combining universes with Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt's F1 movie, which I think would be a great way for the F1 movie to go. Whether they bring Tom Cruise into F1 or they bring Brad Pitt back into the racing for Days of Thunder, I think it'd be an interesting movie. And teaming them up for another movie again would be phenomenal, since we haven't seen them work together since Interview with the Vampire, if I'm not mistaken. As far as Top Gun 3, you definitely know that they're working on that one. The first Top Gun Maverick was so damn successful for the studio. They definitely want to do what they can to get that movie going. And Tom Cruise is still a draw, even though Mission Impossible didn't do too well at the box office. He's still probably one of the best movie stars in the world, and you definitely want him in your movie. And he's getting older, so right now is the time to hurry up and get those movies out and going, and really get them pushing. We also talked about the new Pirates of the Caribbean film, with Jerry Bruckheimer really in talks with Johnny Depp to return, because let's face it, he is the face of the franchise, and you can't really do a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without him. There's a lot regarding and a lot of weight on his shoulders as his character, and you really want to bring back the old cast. And I know I think they've been talked with oh my god, it was not Jeff Gold. What the hell's his name? God, it's gonna bother me now. I don't know if you guys are like that too, when you say a name or you say something and then you have to know who the hell it is, otherwise it's gonna bother you for the rest of the damn day. Um, Orlando Bloom. I said Jeff Goldblum. I got the Bloom right. Anyways, Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley. I think they're gonna also possibly return for this film. There's a lot of things they can do with their stories and their characters, but the big star here would be Johnny Depp returning, and that would possibly be the biggest news for them. So we'll see what ends up turning out for those films. As far as his 30 other projects, look, he is one of the Jerry Bruckheimer is one of the best producers in the film industry, so he's on constantly working on different films and a bunch of different things going on. So he will always have about 30 projects going. But the main ones that he's focused on seem to be these three, which are probably the closest ones to being done, maybe. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Let me know, what project are you guys most interested in regarding Jerry Bruckheimer, and which one of these three films, F1, Top Gun 3, and a new Pirates of the Caribbean film, would you be interested in seeing the most? For me, I would probably be interested in seeing another F1 movie, especially if they bring in Tom Cruise. That would very much interest me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, guys. All that being said, let's move over to our last movie news topic. And our last movie news topic of the day is regarding Avatar: The Way of Water, returning to theaters on October 3rd with exclusive sneak peeks for Avatar: Fire and Ash. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Now, here are the details, which is very interesting. Each re-release screen for Way of Water will feature one of 3 exclusive clips from Avatar: Fire and Ash, offering fans a varied glimpse into the upcoming sequel. The film hits theaters worldwide on December 19th, 2025. So it looks like they're going to have about three to four different, or no, about 3 different scenes or 3 different showcases happening for each screening. So if you see maybe one at 3 o'clock, another one at 4 o'clock, another one at, well, the 3 o'clock, you have to be 6 or 7 o'clock at that point. But if you see 3 different screenings, you might get 3 different sneak peeks at Fire and Ash. I think this is interesting. I think this is a way to get people to come back and see the movie multiple times. It's kind of a gimmick, if you ask me. I don't understand why they wouldn't just allow people to see everything that needs to be sneak peeked and showcased. But I think it's 3 individual things to get people to go see it multiple times that are interested in seeing it multiple times and getting all the sneak peeks they can. Or it's possibly just maybe a certain sneak peek won't capture someone as much as another one. I think a good example, is the trailer that just happened. It didn't really capture me on that one, even though it was epic and awesome, and it was a good trailer. It just didn't capture me. It was missing something for me. I don't know what that is. But let me know what you guys think of this. Are you interested in seeing The Way of Water 3 different times in theaters to see possibly 3 different previews for Fire and Ash? Or are you going to wait for them to come out on YouTube, or wait for the movie to come out on December 19th? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm very curious to know how you guys feel about it. For me, I don't think I'm going to be seeing The Way of Water. It's a long ass movie, and I can watch it on Disney Plus. And this is the problem with streaming. Let's face it. Anyways, guys, all that being said, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. And always, guys, remember, stay true, be odd.